But now that the EP's out, and now looking back, obstacles averted, processes completed, what were your favorite parts? What was like the favorite part of the process for you?
Favorite part of the process for me was there were two key moments that really brought me tons of joy every single song. And that was whenever you sent me a demo that I knew there was a hint that it was going to be great, that is a feeling that I feel like is very hard to explain to anyone. When you know a song is going to be good and you have to kind of... It's almost like lucid dreaming. You don't want to wake up from the dream, so you got to kind of just stay in this weird creative zone. I guess what I'm trying to say is sometimes knowing a song is going to be so good is its real weakness.
Trying to like excavate it.
Exactly. When you know a song is going to be so good, it becomes the real weakness in the song because you're trying to live up to that with every single step.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
It's also a very exciting feeling.
This is something I had when I had the Roses song. When I was recording that, it sounded good from the start. And I was scared to mix it because I didn't want the mix to sound worse than the demo.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things I really like about our partnership is that you see those things in my songs. You know, a lot of the times I'll write something, I'll just be like, wah. And for someone outside to give me that validation, like, hey, I see the potential, I'm going to carry this out to that level. It gives me the sort of confidence and comfort to sort of share that and also sort of to put in my own effort to take it to that next level.
Right. Definitely having kind of someone else to, and this definitely went for like all my drum tracks as well, having someone else that can kind of validate you or tell you where to improve. It takes out so much of the guesswork that it almost allows you to move forward even if you don't agree with yourself at first, in a sense. And I think that allows you to go in more diverse creative routes, if you will.
Do you have any favorite lyrics?
She Makes Me Miss You is probably one of my favorites in winter. What's your favorite lyrics?
One of the lyrics I really like is Now Everything Moves in Two Directions.
Yes,
because
that's a great one.
This is a breakup EP, but it's one of the most loving lines that I've ever written. Because you know when like you have a really nice romantic song, and I want to write a romantic EP, it's going to be nice because those metaphors take on such a different meaning. Instead of this like everything is sort of like making miss you and sort of dark and whatever, when you have a really nice romantic line, it shines bright and everything moves in two directions, even though it's in a context where it may not be positively interpreted. It comes with love. It comes with so much love that just the world moves differently because I'm anchored to you. That was one of my favorite lines. C4F in general has a lot of nice lines.
Yeah, it's a great one. C4F does have a bunch of really good lines.
I mean, Maybe It's Winter also has a few interesting lines for me because there's those sarcastic jokes I've hidden in there.
Yeah.
And I don't think it would be a smart move to divulge.
I don't think so either.
What they are.
We'll just keep those as they are. Let people find them as little Easter eggs.
Yeah. And Is It You, Is It Me? I think I like the lyrics because you know how Alex Turner once said a song he would have liked to write was I Am the Walrus by the Beatles?
Yeah.
Because it makes no sense.
Yeah.
Is It You, Is It Me is sort of my walrus.
Yeah, there you go.
The funny thing is though that it does make sense to me now after 2 years or something. The distorted honesty.
Yeah.
It's just the distortion in lyrics. I like it.
Yeah, I like that entire song, honestly.
I just thought of like the is it you, is it me? Such a fundamental question in the realm of relationships.
Such a fundamental question that goes so deep.
I mean, it doesn't really have an answer. And did you have any like favorite music parts in the songs, like?
Outro solo for C4F.
Space. I remember you telling me to use the tape delay.
The outro, yeah. I'm a very big psych rock guy. Like I love Tame Impala and stuff like that, and like very washed out sound. So I was very adamant on having that last outro be as spacey and like I think I just told you crank the fucking reverb. Just crank the hell out of it, and then just put a ton of tape delay on it. Just that tape delay and that reverb at the end makes it almost sound like you're melting into something.
Yeah.
I love that outro so much. I love the Weather Street solo. I love the sort of breakdown solo section of Is It You, Is It Me? Where the drums kind of go into this kind of hip-hoppy R&B kind of thing.
Yeah, sort of breakbeat.
breakbeat, and that was also one of the ones where I think I'm a little biased towards it because it took me so long to set up the drums and do the drum sounds for it. But
I think
yeah.
a really underrated instrumental area is the solo in Maybe It's Winter. That slide solo was really difficult to record.
That slide solo was, and it wasn't initially. We had no slide in that song initially, right?
Even like a lot of solos weren't supposed to be there. I mean, Weather Street wasn't supposed to have a solo in the end. It was supposed to be this instrumental ooh la 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 thing, and you like put a solo on there, and I was like, I don't know, and it worked out.
It worked out great.
And Maybe It's Winter was supposed to have that canon sort of vibe.
Yeah.
But it's really nice because it goes between 3 guitars, and they sort of all take the forefront, and then they take a step back, and they come back, and they show you something and take a step back.
That's something I love about that song, is where the guitars kind of sit and how they interact. That I think is one of your great gifts, is being able to layer guitars, because some of the guitar layering in that song is honestly probably some of the best I've ever heard, honestly.
Well, I feel like a lot of these songs, especially between Winter and Weather Street, I saw the guitars as gazelles playing in the fucking, what is it, savannah?
Yeah.
I saw them as gazelles playing in the savannah, and they sort of exchanged moves and jumps, and then this one runs a little bit, and then that one runs with him. And then it just was so playful, like they were playing with each other, to give and receive and to make space for. And in that sense, the guitars are really like alive to me, because they play with each other. They give each other space, and they take space from each other. And when I was able to do that in a song like Maybe It's Winter with 3 guitars, or in Weather Street with 3 or 4 guitars, that was nice, because all the little melodies you hear, it's one song. It's not a guitar that's playing this melody. It's this guitar plays that part, and that guitar plays that part, and it is a song. They serve each other. If you were to isolate those tracks, a lot of the guitar tracks would have a lot of nice little things in them, but you'd still miss a lot because it's a song. I think that's the highest level I can get to, when it's not a guitar anymore, it's a song. The melody is between the bass, the guitar, the vocals, whatever. It's a real instrumental.
I wish I had half the imagination you do to come up with a metaphor like gazelles.
I see them as gazelles.
That just speaks to the creative mind of Wezl.
Dude, sometimes my metaphors go too far. But yeah, I like them.
We won't talk about those ones.